Sir Alex Ferguson tells Manchester United to use Arsenal as inspiration in title race. The Red Devils host Southampton on Saturday evening. And a victory over Mauricio Pellegrino's side would see the gap close to 12 points at the top of the table, with City still to face Crystal Palace. Ferguson, who won 13 titles during his legendary 27 years spell at Old Trafford, claims Jose Mourinho's squad must persevere and then anything is possible. Speaking to Mutt ahead of United's clash with Southampton, Ferguson said, "United at home, you always expect them to win. Hopefully we can get the 3 points today and just stick in there. Perseverance, you never know what happens in football." The iconic ex-United boss remembered when Arsenal caught his United side in the 1997-98 season. He added, "I remember when Newcastle were 12 or 13 points ahead of us, we caught them. The year we were 9 points ahead of Arsenal and had all the injuries and lost it to them, when they beat us here, at Old Trafford, 1-0. So things can happen you maybe don't expect to, but they can happen."
Romelu Lukaku injury. Latest updates as Man United is stretched off with oxygen. Manchester United striker Lukaku went up for a header with Wesley Hoed after just 9 minutes. The Belgian received a blow to the back of the head after winning the ball. He received treatment from medical staff on the field and was given oxygen. Lukaku was eventually stretchered down the Old Trafford tunnel as fans from both sides gave him a standing ovation. It is understood he was taken off as a precaution and is being treated at Old Trafford rather than going to hospital. An ambulance is understood to be on standby. Lukaku had already missed one chance in the day's late kickoff as United tried to recover from 3 games without a win. Manager Jose Mourinho brought on Marcus Rashford as his replacement. There were 6 minutes of injury time at the end of the first half.
United won 1-0 against Tottenham this week in the English Premier League match. After being beaten 1-2 by Huddersfield, Master Jose Mourinho got up 3 points thanks to Anthony Martial's goal in the 81st minute. After the match, the British press commented on the game, mostly said it was a battle between the two teams with little chance to score, and Mew just won thanks to the appearance of Martial reserve as well, phased to take advantage of his opportunity. The Guardian commented on the details of the match, although the match was not as ugly as the Liverpool-Mew game, but few goals were played by the two sides. Paul Wilson writes, "The two teams with the same 3 defenses, though, differed slightly from the midfield. The Tottenham defenders handle the ball better and their midfielders pass better, while the Middlesbrough defender is better and the defensive midfielder Matic Herrera keeps the midfield strong. There is something for Tottenham, with Son Heung-min kicking the ball, often deadlocked when the ball comes close to the home team, although they still have the opportunity to eat table. Manchester United did not put much of the ball into the position of Lukaku and Rashford in the first half, but the second half they really dared to play double with Tottenham and overwhelmed the game until before Martial scored." Sky Sports commented on the game's claim that the game was a bit sporadic, but United were more than Tottenham at one point. They had real strikers. Mourinho's option was Lukaku and Rashford combined to break through the defense. Tottenham, and although it sounds simple, Lukaku is a real striker. Tottenham lost to Harry Kane, and Son, Eriksen and Ali rarely broke through the defenders. Speaking of Harry Kane, ESPN's Mark Ogden believes Tottenham's lack of Kane means they lack a character with the utmost courage to storm the defenders' muscular and disciplined United defenders. Kane is not only a good player but also a player of great stature and bravery to face United defenders, Ogden wrote. The article also said that Manchester United lack of vitality in the middle when there is no Paul Pogba, and Serge Aurier is not enough ability to kick the Premier League for Tottenham. Chris Vokes of Goal.com commented Anthony Martial was an effective substitute for United, especially when Romelu Lukaku was on the pitch. After the game is quite fuzzy, Lukaku has 2 opportunities to score the best not long after Martial, Vokes pointed out. Tottenham did not have a good game but the fans still saw the positive side. Eric Dier was at fault for Tottenham's goal but the rest of the game was fine, and midfielder Harry Winks impressed. According to Squawka, Winks was the most accurate midfield passer of the game and British audiences began comparing Winks with Xavi. United had a lot of trouble with Tottenham in the first half. After the break took place in a more positive direction with Red Devils. The heavy rain along with the change of people on both sides makes the game more worth watching. However, if Dembélé and Llorente did not help Tottenham, Lingard and especially Martial made a difference. After 10 minutes appearing on the field, the French striker escaped down the field to receive the Lukaku header, scoring the only goal. This is Martial's 4th goal to be scored in the Premiership this season and they all came from the bench. Netizens once again called him a backup by the incredible explosion every time he was released in the second half. A fan named Jorge Condado wrote on Twitter, "I love Martial, he's like a monster." Another fan named Gary commented, "He proved his worth, and then he will be even better and take the official from Coach Mourinho." The main goal, not wanting to just shine from the bench, is also the wish of Martial. "I want to play more, I do not want to sit down," Martial said. Speaking of goals, Martial said it was thanks to Coach Mourinho. "Coach Mourinho told me to try to find space to work. I know Lukaku is good at first, so I was constantly moving, to occupy space and finally receive a gift from him." After a bitter 1-2 defeat to Huddersfield Town last weekend, United decided to find joy in the 10th round of the English Premier League. In the context of Harry Kane injury, coach Mauricio Pochettino had to use South Korean striker Son Heung-min. United are in the home team attacked players from the first minute. The strength of Lukaku and Rashford helped the Red Devils into the ball quite confident in the penalty area, but Tottenham's concentration of players has played very close. At the second minute, Lukaku was crossed from the left, but the ball was cleared by Lloris before the ball reached Rashford's feet. At the 10th minute, the Belgian striker missed an opportunity on the right before Rashford's free kick forced Tottenham's keeper to save it 2 minutes later. Tottenham, despite their massive defensive play, occasionally managed to get chances from Sissoko or Alderweireld. 28 minutes, wrong when De Gea do not agree with Phil Jones almost made United pay the price. But the home side is Sissoko to finish line 2 so bad from the ball drop of Ali. The first half ended with a provisional result of 0-0 at the Theatre of Dreams. United attacked at a higher pace and the attacking situation came to a head, especially when Mourinho boss Jesse Lingard and Anthony Martial came on as substitutes Henrik Mkhitaryan and Marcus Rashford. Even so, 77 minutes, Mew almost conceded the net when Ali escaped down the wrong end of the pass from Eriksen's very good. Just 2 minutes later, it was Tottenham's luck when Lukaku hit the post from Lingard's right-wing cross. In the 81st minute, De Gea fired up the ball and Lukaku headed the ball past Martial for the extra reserve to get off the mark. Tottenham tried to find a late goal but failed and added a painful one when they played at Old Trafford. Swansea City guest star Welsh side are in the fourth round of the League Cup, with Manchester United facing a lot of pressure after losing 1-2 at Huddersfield Town in the Premiership. Victor Lindelof has suffered a series of fatal mistakes, despite the fact that manager Jose Mourinho has lobbied Swedishman Chris Smalling in the centre of defence and kept Romelu Lukaku on the bench. Mew are more active with 2 chances from Smalling's header and Lingard's long-range shot. In the 21st minute, Red Devils opened the scoring after Rashford jerked from Herrera's pass to Lingard to break through the cross corner of success, opening the score for Red Devils. The minutes after that, United's players play quite offensive with Lindelof lose the ball and then Blind almost scored the head home, but unfortunately for Mourinho coach they still keep the lead 1-0 at the end of the first half, at Liberty Stadium. In the second half, while Swansea are playing a flourishing, they again get more goals. On 59 minutes, from the right-hand side of Darmian, Lingard hit the head to double the accuracy of the Mew and also helped him double. Then, Mourinho tosses both Lukaku and Matic into the field, but Reds did not have any goals. At the end of the game, keeper Romero also had a break from the end of the Leroy Fair to close the victory to help United win the White Welsh and move on to protect his League Cup. It was also a positive preparation for their Tottenham Hotspur match of the 10th Premier League this weekend.